Hi guys and welcome back to another video. Now today what I'm going to be bringing you is my thoughts on why I think Leyton Orient will achieve the playoffs for this upcoming 2022-23 League 2 campaign. Now if you do go on to enjoy today's video, a like as always will be massively appreciated. If you could channel it 60 likes on today's video, that'd be absolutely class. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 6,000 subscribers. So close now to 5,900, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below. Where do you think Leyton Orient will finish for this upcoming 2022-23 season? Now, I think it was on Friday, or it was one of the other days, I think it was Friday, I did my thoughts on why I think Mansfield Town will win the league. Today we're going to have a bit of an in-depth dive of Leyton Orient's current squad, their transfer activities and where it went wrong for them last season, and then why I think they will achieve the playoffs as it stands for the 22-23 season. Obviously things could change, maybe by the time in a couple of weeks time when my actual League 2 table predictions come out, I might have changed my mind, but as of right now I believe Leyton Orient will be achieving the playoffs, and there's many factors for that. Their squad, Richie Wellens, their fans as well, there's all sorts of different reasons. So make sure you drop a like on today's video, subscribe if you are new as well. Feel free to check out the Mansfield Town episode that I did of this. We're going to do it for a lot of clubs before the upcoming season. We might even do it after a few games of the season as well. But let's get on with today's video. So if we start out then with the disappointment of last season for Leyton Orient, I know we said it was a little bit of a disappointing season for Mansfield Town in the end, but it really was a disappointing season last year for Leyton Orient. A lot of people backed Leyton Orient to be in their top 3 or at least the top 7 last season. Kenny Jackett, everyone's seen that as a good appointment. Some of the players that they brought in last season as well, they were real favourites for the top 3 last season. It simply did not work out. They started out fairly well, but around that Christmas time it just went really sour, really stale for Kenny Jackett, and that perfectly describes his management over the past few years. His last couple of years at Portsmouth and now this stint as well with Leyton Orient simply did not work out for him. I think it was around February time he got the sack. Richie Wellens came in and he did alright towards the end of the season, but they weren't his players and they were trying to adjust to his style of play. So they ended the season with a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest. They finished in 13th in the end, just one position actually above my team, Bradford City. They only finished above us by 17 goal difference, who actually ended up finishing on the same amount of points. But they finished 13th in the end after 46 games. They got 14 wins, 16 draws, 16 defeats, 62 goals scored, but they did also concede 47, leaving them on a positive 15 goal difference, which is actually quite impressive for a team who's finished in the bottom half. Crawley, who finished one place above them, have a 25 worse goal difference than them. They ended up finishing on -10. They ended up finishing, though, did Leyton Orient, on 58 points. Their last 5 matches were a loss, a win, a loss, a win, and a win, so very inconsistent. And you can see why they have ended up finishing in mid-table. This season, though, for the upcoming campaign, they'll be looking to go one better and at least get into the playoffs for the upcoming season. If we have a look at some of their key players who I think will be really key for Leyton Orient going into next season, I think Aaron Drinan scored 16 goals last season with 7 assists, average 0.41 goals per 90, scoring a goal every 217 minutes. He took 68 shots in the 21/22 season, 24% of them ending in a goal and 56% of them ending up with a shot on target. Second place for top scorers last season as well for Leyton Orient was Harry Smith. He ended up scoring 15 goals. He's also a player who's in the thumbnail as well. He also got 2 assists. He played 44 games, averaging 0.42 goals per 90, averaging a goal every 216 minutes. So one less goal, but a slightly better goals per minute ratio. He took 91 shots, though, throughout the 21-22 season. Only 16% of them ended in a goal, with 41% of his total shots being on target. So going forward, them two definitely are the key players, but we have also seen some of their transfer activity that they have already brought in. They brought in Anthony Georgiou, something like that. He's a left back, left midfielder. He's come in, I believe, on a free transfer from Tottenham Hotspur. At 25, that is a fantastic age to sign someone, so I do think that is another very good addition. Give some competition for Connor Wood or potentially Theo Archibald, depending on where you plan on playing him. Leyton Orient fans, because according to Transfermarkt, he's a left midfielder, but I saw a lot of people saying he was a left back. So let me know down in the comments below what position actually is the Anthony Georgiou. Please tell me how you pronounce his name as well, because I'm absolutely butchering that. They also brought in Theo Archibald. He was obviously, I believe, on loan with them last season. He's coming for an undisclosed fee from Lincoln City. Again, very, very good player at this level. Will create something out of nothing. One of the best wingers in this league, in my opinion. At the age of 24, they've brought him in at the right time. They also brought in George Moncur as well. And I was having a little bit of banter with Leyton Orient fans on Twitter, trying to troll them, saying that it's not 3 years ago when he was actually quite good. But I do think at this level that he's an absolutely fantastic recruit. It says it was an undisclosed fee. He's obviously at 28. They've brought him in on a 3-year contract, so that is obviously why he has decided to make the move down to Leyton Orient. But I do think that is an absolutely fantastic addition at this level. Gives me them sort of similar vibes of Stephen Quinn or Wes Hoolahan, of a player who's got loads of quality, who, to be honest with you, maybe that's a little bit disrespectful comparing him to the other two because of his age. He's not even 30 yet. He's nowhere near 30. So I definitely do think George Moncur is a fantastic addition. We saw a couple of departures as well. Hector Cipriani joined Peterborough for an undisclosed fee. That fee believed to be around £300,000. So both seem to think they've got a good deal out of that. Hector Cipriani was an okay player, a little bit hit and miss. Leyton Orient fans, seem to be very happy getting £300,000 for him. Peterborough seem to think it's a steal for £300,000. So we'll have to wait and see in a couple of years down the line as well what eventually does come of that. We saw Callum Riley and Anthony Papadopoulos leave the club as well. They weren't offered new terms. Matt Young went out on loan to Wealdstone, and Otis Khan has joined Grimsby Town for an undisclosed fee. Apologies as well, my illness is still here and still not going away. But if we have a look at some of their other players as well that they've got in their squad, goalkeeper Lawrence Vigouroux, one of the best goalkeepers in this league in my opinion. Omar Beckles brings a lot of experience and a fantastic player at this level. The fact that they've managed to get him in, I think they brought him in last season, fantastic recruit for this level. Dan Happy as well at 23, fantastic centre-half. Connor Wood was a little bit inconsistent with Bradford City, but if you can get him firing going forward, he is absolutely fantastic and brings a bit of pace in there as well. We already spoke about George Moncur. I think Darren Pratley, despite the fact he's 37, he's one of the best central midfielders in this league. So energetic, will always put a challenge in, always give you 150%. He is a very good player at this level, but obviously because of his age, you have to manage his minutes and manage his body and all that sort of stuff. Paul Smythe as well, I think when he is fit, he's a decent player at this level, and obviously we have already spoken about Aaron Drinan and Harry Smith. And the final thing that I wanted to talk about was Leyton Orient's fan base. Last season, according to worldfootball.net, they had the 8th highest average attendance in the 21-22 campaign for home fans. They averaged 5,116, which is quite good for this level. Obviously, there is a lot of clubs in London, so it would make a lot of sense for a lot of people to support the bigger clubs. I don't know which part of London Leyton Orient is based in. I presume it's obviously based in Leyton. I believe it's based in East London, but obviously there's so many teams in London, and especially there is obviously some in East London as well for fans to support. It's it's great to see clubs like Leyton Orient, who obviously aren't the biggest, but they have got a very good story. Obviously the time when they went down into National League, it was great to see them coming back up into League 2, and it now looks like they're going to be pushing on to try and get into League 1 next season. I definitely do think they can do it. I think they might at this moment in time be able to make the playoffs. They do need to keep recruiting though. They need to get a bit more depth, maybe loan out a couple of the youngsters as well, because I know they promoted quite a few youngsters from their under 18s into the first team, such as Jefte Tanga, Sonny Fish, Zach Obiero, Emmanuel Harvest as well. We also obviously saw Matt Young go out on loan to Wealdstone. I think if I was a Leyton Orient fan though, I would be looking forward to the upcoming 2022-23 season. I definitely do think there is potential there for Richie Wellens to finally cement himself as a really good League 2 manager, because he has been a little bit inconsistent. I haven't actually touched on Richie Wellens. I forgot to do that. I do think Richie Wellens is a good manager at this level. I think he did an alright job with Salford. I think he was harshly sacked there. Did a fantastic job with Swindon Town. Hasn't really worked out for him in League 1. He did a pretty poor job with Doncaster Rovers, his recruitment and that sort of stuff. Set them up for failure pretty much last season. It didn't work out for him, but I do think Leyton Orient will definitely be more than good enough to challenge for a playoff spot in the upcoming 22-23 season. If it doesn't quite happen for them, I think they'll definitely be in the top 10 at the absolute minimum next season. If they keep recruiting in the way that they have been doing, maybe get another striker in, potentially a couple of defenders, and I don't think that it would be without a miss getting a couple more midfielders in as well, just as a little bit of cover. Definitely do think they could be up there next season. I mean, even with the squad that they currently got, if they don't recruit and manage to keep them all fully fit for the whole season, I definitely do think they will be able to challenge. But that is where I'm going to leave it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, a like as always will be massively appreciated. If you could try and hit 60 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that would be absolutely class. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already. Over 80% of you guys who watch these videos aren't yet subscribed, so please make sure you do subscribe. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below. Where do you think Leyton Orient will finish for the upcoming season? And Leyton Orient fans, how are you feeling about the upcoming season? You feeling confident? You feeling nervous? Let me know all that sort of stuff down in the comment section down below. Shout out to our current tier 2 channel member Joe006 and our current tier 3 channel member B David these two in one. If you are interested in becoming a channel member and unlocking loads of different exclusive perks, feel free to check out that as well. It's the join button next to the subscribe button. Don't feel pressured into doing so. It is just there for some more bonus perks and content as well if you're in a position to do so. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you all very soon for another video. Peace.